Hi, thanks for rolling out your mat and joining me today. Today's practice is going to focus on opening things up, stretching, and then a little bit of light strengthening. For those of you who, like me, I enjoy yin poses, but it often is difficult for me to hold yin poses for as long as a yin class often has them held. So this practice is primarily on the floor with quite a few poses you might find in a yin class, but we won't hold them quite as long. So again, opening things up, being gentle, stretching, and then doing some of the more important strengthening exercises for our core. Let's start in Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together. Knees butterfly open, and of course Supta means on your back. And then I would invite you to take cactus arms here. So many people are sitting at a desk throughout the day, and this just allows you to really open up the chest, the collarbones, as well as the hips. It kind of runs counter to what you would be doing at your desk. Allow there to be a slight tucking of the chin so that you can feel all of those neck muscles and the skin along the neck and the shoulders stretch. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale it out. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. And then draw your breath both in and out through the nose. Create an audible sound as you deepen your breath, just like the sound of an ocean wave. One more deep breath in. Release the air out. And draw the knees together, bringing them into the chest. Hands come to the shins. Squeezing in here, feeling the hips and the thighs release toward the torso. Slight tuck of the chin again, rather than sticking the chin up, tuck it a little bit toward the chest. And then we'll come to a tabletop on our backs. So 90-degree bend with the knees, arms straight up to the sky. Find a neutral spine here. So there's no rounding of the back as you push it down into the earth, and no arching of the back if the rib cage is sticking out. So find that nice neutral spine, and it's here that we'll build our core strength. So on an inhale, reach that right arm back, left leg forward. Exhale, come back to tabletop. Inhale, left arm back, right leg forward. Exhale, come back to tabletop. And we'll just keep alternating. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, return. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, return. Check your neutral spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time each side. Deep breath in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your arms to cactus arms once again on the earth. Elbows and palms or hands are down, palms face up. This time point the toes. On an inhale, release the toes toward the top of the mat. Exhale, lift the knees back up to 90 degrees. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. A little bit of shaking is normal. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Deep breath in. Exhale. Draw the knees in toward the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Good work. Cross the ankles and roll up to a cross-legged seat. I'll turn to you here. Crossing at the shins, and then change leg position, because you tend to always come up and cross the same way. So we're going to take the side that we don't normally favor. And here we'll draw our hands to heart center. Close the eyes. Take a deep breath in, offering up gratitude for someone or something in your day today. And take a cycle of breath in forgiveness of yourself or of another. And a cycle of breath to set an intention for today's practice. Perhaps that is to be gentle and kind to yourself. Opening the eyes on an inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, twist to your right. Left hand comes to the right knee. Right arm reaches behind you. Nice tall spine. And then maybe the head begins to turn as well. Inhale, come back to center. Arms reach tall. Exhale, turning to your left. Right hand to the knee. The last thing to turn is the gaze. Come back to center. Bring the knuckles to your temples. Inhale, open up the collarbones, elbows out to the side. Exhale, squeeze the elbows together, rounding the upper back. Inhale, open up. Exhale, squeeze together. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale to open. Exhale to squeeze in. Inhale, open. Bring the right hand off to the side. Left arm reaches up to the sky. As you walk the right fingertips over, lean to the right, but allow that left hip to sink in. Send your gaze up, opening up the heart. And we'll take the other side. Left hand to the earth, right arm reaches tall, walking those left fingertips over. Lean on over to the left. Root down into that right hip and send your gaze up to the sky. Return to center and make your way to tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We'll warm up the spine here by inhaling to a cow pose, lifting chin, chest, tailbone. Exhale, round the back to come into cat. Gaze toward the belly button. Inhale, lift into cow. Exhale, round for cat. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Come back to neutral. Lift your left knee and then send it off to the side. You're externally rotating the knee here. Then bring an internal rotation. And now make some small circles, or maybe it's big circles with the knee. Change direction. And set it down. Let's take the other side. Lift that right knee off to the side. That's an external rotation. And then an internal by dropping that knee toward the left knee, but that foot is still lifted. Coming to neutral, knee lifted, make circles. One direction. And change to the other direction. and set it down. Send that left leg long behind you, toes on the earth. Push through that heel. Feel the stretch in the back of the left leg. Shoulders come back over the wrists. Spin the sole of the foot flat. A little bit of a diagonal with the right shin as the left arm reaches up to the sky. You're rooted into that left foot. And then you can reach that left arm forward. Palm faces down. Bicep is coming toward the ear. Left hand to the earth. Come back to a tabletop. Right leg extends long behind you. Flexing that foot as you push through the heel. You're stretching out the sole of that right foot. Maybe you're rocking back and forth a little bit. And then we'll spin that sole of the right foot. A little bit of a diagonal with the left shin. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Side plank variation here. Reach that right arm forward, palm face down, as you really root into the sole of that right foot. Finding a lot of energy in the side body. Right hand returns to the earth, tabletop. Send that left leg long behind you, hip height. Foot is flexed. Right arm reaches forward. Spinal balance here. And then we'll build our core strength again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cactus the arm and the leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cactus arm and leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cactus arm and leg. Hold it for a cycle of breath. Stretch it out long and set it down. Inhale for a cow pose, realigning the spine. Exhale for cat. Returning to neutral. Left arm reaches forward, right leg long behind you. Flex the foot. Take a deep breath in for length. Exhale, cactus the arm and leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cactus arm and leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bending. Hold it here for a cycle of breath. Inhale, stretch it long. Exhale to set it down. Tuck the toes under. And send the hips high to the sky for a downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Know that you can come to a puppy dog here, knees on the earth, arms stretching forward. On an inhale, come to a high plank. Feel the skin along the shoulder blades stretching. Neck is long, slight tuck of the chin. Come to the knees. Shift your weight forward. Bend the elbows toward your feet and lower just halfway. Inhale, lift. Now this time pay attention. Don't lead with the hips or the head. Lead with the chest. Lower halfway just to the height of the elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, leading with the chest. Inhale, lift. This time we'll lower all the way down to the belly. Good. Now let's open up the shoulders here. Your right arm goes out to a T. Left hand is underneath the shoulder. And now roll to your right. So that right arm is at about 90 degrees, so think about 3 o'clock. And then you might bring the sole of your left foot behind your right leg, knee pointed up to the sky. Those of you who have tight shoulders, this is a great stretch to open up the front of the shoulder and the collarbones. Roll back to center. And we'll set up the other side. Right hand comes underneath that shoulder. Left arm out to a T. So think 9 o'clock here. Roll onto your left side. And maybe step the sole of the right foot behind the left leg. Focus on your breath. Taking a deep breath in and out to release and cleanse the body. Roll back to center. Both hands underneath the shoulders. Send the hips back toward the heels for a rabbit's pose. So we'll reach the hands for the feet. Maybe opening up the knees a little bit to give your face some room to breathe. Forehead can come to the earth. It doesn't have to. You might bring your forehead to a block as well. And then we'll rise up to a down dog. Take a deep breath in and an exhale out. Root down into the left foot to lift the right leg, three-legged downward dog. On an exhale, draw the knee forward into the chest. And then step that foot inside the right thumb. Release left knee to the earth. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky. Bring the hands behind the back as though you're putting them in pockets. Send the gaze up as you squeeze the elbows together behind you, opening up those shoulders once again. On an inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, twist to your right. Right arm reaches back, left arm forward. Maybe your gaze goes back as well, but you're twisting from the spine, not from the head. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands to the earth. Lift the back knee. Stay rooted into the left hand. Reach the right arm high. Low lunge twist. Right hand comes to the earth. We'll walk the hands over to the middle of the mat for a prasarita, turning the toes. And then just hinging from the hips. You might start at tall arms, long spine, and then just begin to bend the elbows and release the crown of the head toward the earth. You can also stay at that tall spine. Shift a little bit more weight into the balls of the feet, feeling the stretch in the hamstrings and the low back. Come back to tall arms. Walk the hands to the front of the mat. Step the right foot back, high plank. Lift the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. Root into the right foot to lift the left leg high. Exhale, draw the knee in toward the chest. And then step that left foot forward inside the thumb. Release the right knee to the earth. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Hands come behind the back as though they are going into some pockets. Squeeze the elbows together as the gaze goes up. Open up the heart. Really breathe into heart center. Inhale to sweep the arms high. Exhale to twist to your left. Let the spine twist, keeping the gaze on the horizon, and then perhaps sending the gaze toward the back hand. Inhale to come back to center. Hands to the earth. Lift the back knee. Root into the right hand. Reach the left arm high. Low lunge twist. See if you can root down into your left heel and draw the left hip in. Hand to the earth. And we'll step the right foot forward. We'll take a form of malasana here. Lift the heels, toes are together. Drop the bum to the heels, knees open up wide, and then reach the arms forward. Dropping the head, feeling the stretch in the back. To increase that stretch, you'll really send those hips back and walk the fingers forward. And then come to a seat, straddle seat, opening up the legs nice and wide. Good. All right, so we are going to open things up a little bit here. On an inhale, lift the chest. Nice long spine, slight tucking of the chin so that you feel the energy and the neck stretching out long here like a cobra's neck. And then on an inhale, stretch a little bit taller. Exhale, hinge forward. Your hands might be on your shins, they might reach for your toes, but you have a nice long spine. Rise back up. Draw the right heel in. Turn your torso to face that right knee. Long, tall spine. Root into the sit bones. Allow that right thigh to sink toward earth. And then slide your left hand along the inside of the left leg. Right arm will reach up to the sky. Gaze can go up as well, and then bend that right elbow and bring the hand behind the head. Kind of working the fingers toward the shoulder blades. Feel this stretch in the right side body, especially if you allow that right hip to sink a little bit lower toward the earth. Rise back up. Take that left foot, cross it over the right thigh. And then that right elbow will hook the left knee and reach the left hand behind you for a twist. Tall spine here. Come back to center. Send that left leg off to the side again, as well as the right straddle seat. And we'll take that forward fold once again. Inhale, lengthen the spine, proud chest, slight tuck of the chin. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale to rise up. Draw the left heel in this time. Turn the torso toward the left knee. Find some length. Slide the right hand along the right leg as the left arm reaches up to the sky. Gaze up as well. And then we'll bend the left elbow, bringing that hand between the shoulder blades. You're opening up the heart, stretching out the left rib cage, and allowing the left hip to sink toward earth. Rise back up. Cross that right sole of the foot over the left thigh. Left elbow crease hooks into that right knee. Reach the right arm behind you and twist here. Come to center. Take a cross-legged seat. And we'll open up the neck here. Hands can come to the knees. Good. Close your eyes. And then release the right ear toward the right shoulder. Feel that stretch along the outer left side of the neck. And then you can change where that stretch is by releasing the chin toward the left collarbone. Notice how that brings that stretch a little bit more into the back side of the neck. Ear comes back to the right shoulder and head to center. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale. And on the exhale, release the left ear toward left shoulder. Notice if your elbows are released or not, and see if they can become heavier toward earth. Let's increase that stretch by dropping the chin a little bit. Gaze down toward the right chest, right collarbone. Bring the ear back to the shoulder. Head comes to center. And we'll come on to our backs here. Let's set up a figure 4 by crossing that right ankle over the left thigh and pushing that right knee forward. And then the hands can come behind the thigh, pulling it toward the body. Maybe you straighten that left leg to sky, or you stay with that nice little bent knee. Notice if your rib cage is pushing up or if your chin is lifting, and see if you can draw the rib cage in, tuck the chin ever so slightly just so that you have a nice long neck. And then bring the sole of the left foot to the earth. Take goalpost arms. Keeping that right ankle crossed over the thigh, release the left knee toward the left side of the mat. Sole of the foot comes to the earth. Gaze might go off to the right. Come back to center. And we'll take the other side. Sole of the right foot to the earth, cross the left ankle over that right thigh. Push the left knee forward. And then hands reach for the back of the thigh and pull that leg toward the body. It's always amazing to me how deep the stretch can sometimes feel depending upon how tight my hips are. Some days this is the hip opener that I need. Other days I need something deeper. So always listen to what your body needs. And it can definitely change from day to day. Release the sole of the right foot to the earth. Take goalpost arms. And then begin to release the right knee over to the right. Sole of the foot comes down. And gaze off to the left. Bring the knees back to center, drawing them into the chest, giving yourself a squeeze. Hands under the thighs, rock yourself up to seated Sukhasana. And we'll finish today's practice with a little breathing exercise. So just crossing those legs once again. Hands come to the knees, close the eyes, soften the shoulders. So what this entails is really taking a deep breath in and then releasing 1/3 of the air, and then another third of the air, and another third of the air. All right, take a deep breath in. Exhale 1/3, and another third, and another third. Inhale. Exhale a third. One more. And the final third. Do that on your own 3 more times. Take a few cycles of natural breath. Draw your thumbs to your heart. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhaling, thumbs to third eye center. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Bowing forward. Namaste.